Welcome to The Explainer. So, let's just jump right into it. We've all heard these wild, sweeping claims, right? Artificial intelligence making people rich overnight. But can it actually build a fully functioning, profitable dropshipping business from scratch in just 1 week? Today, we're breaking down a really fascinating experiment where a seasoned entrepreneur put this exact premise to the ultimate 7-day test.
I mean, you've definitely seen the sheer scale of the claims floating around out there. Promises that people are using AI to make thousands in passive income or even, millions of dollars with dropshipping. Well, we're going to totally bypass all that astronomical hype today. Instead, we're looking at a grounded, gritty, real-world test to see what actually happens when you force AI to do all the heavy lifting of building an e-commerce brand.
To keep this test firmly planted in reality, our creators set a strict shoestring budget of just $250. And this is an absolutely crucial constraint because it literally forces a complete reliance on free or super cheap AI tools. They're not just throwing cash at expensive web developers or ad agencies here. We're testing the raw, out-of-the-box capabilities of accessible AI to see if an average person can actually pull this off.
So to keep things completely scientific, they established 3 hard rules for the challenge. First up, AI has to make every single business decision. No cheating. Second, they have to stay under that maximum $250 budget. And honestly, they needed to save most of that for advertising. And third, 100% transparent results, step by step. The ultimate goal hanging in the balance, hitting a cool $1,000 in pure profit before the 7 days are up.
All right, phase 1, niche and store creation. Let's get into it. Before you can sell anything, you've got to conquer the very first hurdle, which is finding a profitable market without just, guessing. The creator used this really clever method called the dummy scroll. Basically, you open up a fresh Instagram account and just engage with every single dropshipping ad you see. It's like training the algorithm to show you what's working right now. This quickly surfaced some real-world trends, including a super highly engaged ad for a dog paw cleaner. The creator took this curated list of products that people are actually spending money on right now, fed it into ChatGPT, and asked the AI to make the final call. The AI's decision? The pets niche.
With the niche locked in, it was time to build the actual storefront. Now think about this. A couple of years ago, building a professional Shopify store meant days of frustrating trial and error. But they used an AI tool quite literally called Build Your Store, which completely automated the whole process. It instantly set up the entire Shopify framework, picked a really clean theme featuring dogs and cats, and integrated the dropshipping mechanics so you can sell other people's inventory. It totally bypassed all the traditional heavy lifting.
Moving right along, Phase 2, sourcing and optimization. Now that the digital storefront actually exists, it's time to stock those digital shelves with winning products. To do this, the creator installed an AI tool called AutoDS. And honestly, here's the best part. It started with just a 99-cent trial. Talk about staying on budget. This remarkably cheap workflow automatically identifies trending products that are already proven to sell for other dropshippers. It figures out the pricing margins for you and lets you import product drafts right into your Shopify store with a single click.
But here's the catch with pulling products directly from suppliers. The descriptions are usually a total mess. I mean, the original draft for one of the pet toys literally had New Year 2026 randomly sitting right in the title. What does that even mean? But by using a bulk AI rewrite feature, those embarrassing, cluttered supplier errors were instantly transformed into clean, professional, highly optimized product descriptions. It is absolutely night and day, and it took mere seconds to do this for the entire inventory.
Of course, customers decide whether they trust a store in, about 3 seconds? To build that crucial brand trust fast, the creator asked ChatGPT to generate some domain names, eventually landing on the very catchy thrivingpaws.store. After that, they used an AI image generator called Nanobana to whip up a custom logo. And just like that, a cohesive, trustworthy brand identity was created, basically out of thin air.
Which brings us to Phase 3, the in-real-life test.
So now we're shifting from the digital setup to the real-world stakes. And this brings up a massive question that often gets completely overlooked in e-commerce. Do these AI-selected products actually work? Because, an online store is ultimately only as good as the physical items it ships to its customers. To find out, the creator wisely ordered samples of the AI's top picks directly to his house.
And this physical review process proves exactly why human oversight is still absolutely necessary. The AI picked an interactive ball toy that just felt super cheap, moved erratically, and literally wouldn't turn off. Total fail. Actually, scratch that, it was a nightmare.
However, the AI also picked an AirTag collar that was waterproof, durable, easily adjustable, a definite success. But the real star of the show? That dog paw cleaner from the initial dummy scroll? It was quiet, powerful, and undeniably high quality. It immediately became the clear hero product for the store.
All right, Phase 4, generating AI ads. With our products vetted, we reach the climax of the setup, driving actual human traffic to an AI-generated storefront. Normally, to get authentic-looking social media ads, you'd have to shell out for expensive influencers to create user-generated content, or UGC. But sticking to our tight constraints, the creator launched a tool called Create UGC. They selected a pet-friendly AI avatar, refined the AI-generated script to properly highlight the dog collar's AirTag tracking feature, and then ran these variations as meta ads on a super tight $20 daily budget. It's an incredibly fast, affordable way to test ad variations without just shooting in the dark.
And finally, Phase 5, the realistic results.
This 7-day countdown is up, and it is time to dig into the actual sales data. And the results show a surprisingly varied product performance. Despite those AI-generated ads, the AirTag collar completely flopped. 0 sales. The ad literally had to be turned off just to save the remaining budget. Some customer randomly bought one pet magic broom. But looking at the hero product, the high-quality dog paw cleaner sold 17 units. It single-handedly drove the entire store's success, which really proves that product quality still matters more than anything.
Let's walk through the stark financial math here. The total top-line revenue looked great at $424.81, but as we all know, revenue is not profit. We systematically have to subtract the costs. Product and shipping costs took a $169.85 bite right out of that. Then we have around $150 in meta ad spend just to get those customers to the site in the first place, plus a $1 Shopify fee after the free trial ended.
It really exposes the gritty reality of retail margins. 40% of the revenue immediately disappeared into product costs, gone. Another 35% was eaten up by the ad spend. After those tiny platform fees, it leaves a profit slice of just 24%. It's a fantastic breakdown of where the money actually goes in an e-commerce business. It doesn't just all go straight in your pocket.
Which brings our grand total profit for the 7-day challenge to $81.56. So obviously the creator clearly failed the $1,000 profit goal, meaning they actually had to fulfill their promise and give away $1,000 of their own money in the comments. Tough break.
But let's step back for a moment. I want to leave you with this final provocative thought. Is $81.56 a failure? Or is it actually profound proof that AI can build a real business in just 7 days? Sure, the lofty financial goal was completely missed, but think about what we just saw. The minimal effort required to build a fully functioning, beautifully branded, revenue-generating online store from absolutely nothing in exactly 1 week, using mostly free tools, is genuinely revolutionary. Imagine what could happen with a month of time and just a little more human touch. Thanks for joining me on this explainer. I hope it gave you a totally new perspective on the reality of AI dropshipping.